Time to get some coffee, I'll be back. Everything I say is based on my own opinions and experience. I'm not speaking for the public, and my feedback should be treated as such. You are watching Nico Evaluates. With 25 years of experience on Mega Man games, 7 years of doing the No Miss Buster Only challenge, and countless Snupster Races, as well as being the QA tester for Mega Man Unlimited, I'm here to tell you my honest opinion on different Mega Man games, so sit tight and learn. Hello people and welcome back to the audio is quite high. Mega Man 4. That's COSSACK, although it doesn't look anything like COSSACK on the artwork. But we'll go with that. He does look Russian, so that's okay. You know what? I'm gonna showcase the weapons on the last episode with Felon. And that way I can run the game while he's talking or something. Well, we'll figure it out. Nice castles in between stages here. Really lovely job. And for about 25 years I thought that this power-up on the left here was a 1-up, but it's in fact an E-tank. We have 6 E-tanks, and if we pick it up... Now we have 7, so that's a hidden E-tank there. That's a fun hidden treasure. Very much like it. I like the snow. It feels very heavy, just like snow should feel. So it's fun to jump around here. These guys take too many hits for my taste. They're just fucking squirms or whatever the hell, slinkies. And they should drop down, quite frankly, like that. But apparently this was too high of a platform for it. Oh well, it comes out a little incomplete when they can't go down every platform, so it has a certain length. But that's okay, I like the design otherwise, and if you have the right weapons, which you should have everything by now, you can just obliterate them. With the drill bomb, kills it in 1 hit. Unless you miss. Well, it still kills it in 1 hit. Love the beginning here. Is absolutely fantastic. I think I shot through it. It's absolutely fantastic. There we go. Love the graphics in this game. This jump is always a bit scary, but very doable. These positions are fine. You just have to lure the upper one a bit. Unless you use Rain Flush, which will completely kill them both. I thought about running the game without ever using the Mega Buster on the last episode. Tell me what you think about that. I think that sounds fun. I think this stage is just very good. Again, I don't like the ups and downs, but they do play nicely in this part. You kinda expect them after the first one, and the checkpoint is right there if you die. So if you get killed by an up and down here, you are literally placed right back here, so no harm done. Still kinda ass, but what can you do? They are in the game. So they are in the game. Once you figure that out though, it's very nice and flows very well. All of these enemies are placed in a way where it really makes you feel good for killing them. And there's not much to say here, and everything just... like look at this, everything just flows. And the change of scenery, once we go up here, it changes black. So we are getting high up there. And we can use our balloon adapter here, for example. So, well, that sucked. We can still save ourselves. Pharaoh shot, help. That's always a fun weapon. There we go. And see, now it's snowing, so the backgrounds are very nice. I don't know what that enemy down there is doing, it's just like a prank, or a scare prank or something like that. It's really not in the way. I usually use chat to skip this whole section, but for the sake of the evaluation, we might as well go up here. This is a very well thought out section as well here. I like these enemies. First time we see anything like this. Big Eye placed kinda badly there, but we do have weapons at this point, so it's not too bad. Sometimes these guys can clip you if you're not perfect with them, but you can indeed kill it with 2 trill bombs, or I believe even if you don't charge, you can still kill it fast enough. Yep, no problem at all. Dr. Cossack. Nice logo there. So first boss, I actually got scared about this boss when I was 4. I threw the controller on the wall and I ran for the NES and shut it down when I saw this boss. This was fucking horrific. It's the worst thing I ever saw. It is quite scary for a little kid, but fuck is it cool. For that reason, I manned up and went back for it later on. So the thing is that you can't always reach him if you're not good enough. So the thing is, you wanna hit the mouth. That's what I always thought, that was the mouth. And it kinda looks like the butterfly from Godzilla. I can't remember the name. Mother Raya. It's named kinda similarly as well. Basically, you can buster it, you can charge buster it, and it has 3 spots on the ground where it will destroy it. The last one is in the middle here. So that's all of the spots he will destroy. I really like this, but once you get caught in the corner, it's really hard to get out of there. And it's really hard to sometimes dodge the shots, but that's your own fault for letting yourself end up in this predicament here. So don't take too much time with it, otherwise you are gonna get cornered. And here's the problem with Rush Marine. Of course, you're not supposed to use it out of water, but it's so useless. You can barely hit this guy because the shots come from your feet. Look at that. So the shots come from where Rush's head should be. So that's kind of strange. They couldn't figure that out. So don't use Rush out of water ever, unless you're a Snupster. But I do like this boss, and the weakness I kind of wanted to change. Because you use ring and dust so much on these bosses here. I probably would have changed it to dive or something. That would have been more cooler. But it just dings. Dive missile would have been, I think, cool for this. But ring is the weakness. And the screen does flash a bit too much when you kill the boss. But I do like Mother Raya, or whatever the hell his name is. Cool boss. Certainly a much better job than in the Robot Masters in general. The endgame bosses in this game are really great. Another nice transition here. Get to pick our side here. And here it does matter somewhat. When it comes to enemies, at least. That position is kinda ass, but you can see it coming. You just gotta be fast enough. So you can see at the top there it's gonna drop down. Most people though probably not gonna see that in time. But I usually use here is the balloon, like that. To get up there, it's kinda tricky to do. I'm still not good at it. But you can also do this if you're unsure. Or you can do it the normal way and go up here. The right pod there is good as well. Can't walk over this one. I gotta slide over it, otherwise you drop down. So if you played Turtles first and then went onto this game, you'll probably die there. In fact, we have 0 lives. Why don't you drop down there? That glitching on the right side is there on every NES game pretty much. Oh yeah, you can't go back to the stage select here. It only allows you to continue. I always found it a bit strange. Well, can't go and farm. Kinda shame. I always loved that idea. Sliding off of ledges works very well in this game. Very nice arc to it. Love these skulls as well. Good placement. And it becomes apparent that you should probably jet over this. Good clue. I love how the skull is following us here. You can speed down rush jet when you hold left there. So if you press back, it goes a bit slower. That's a nice effect. I like this ladder crab because it's easy to grab it. It is low enough, and it's not placed in such a way where it would be hard to grab it. So for that reason, that's very nice. These just gonna look for the flashing effect. I like these as well. Really, Mega Man 4 is almost flawless what comes to the later game here. Or mid game, as we are right now. There's really not much to comment on. I mean, look at this stage design, it's very cool. If you want that energy, you are gonna have to go back. We are all full though. Wow, holy fuck. Yeah, that's one thing that always made me wonder. You get dragged around in Rush Jet if you get hit. That is rough. You don't want to get hit with that. Don't know what that was about. Really, like the stages, if this was Mega Man 2, if this was a Wily stage, like, think about the difference here. Think about the difference between Mega Man 2 and this game. What comes to the COSSACK stages and Wily stages here, they're extremely well made, and they just don't become boring at any point. There's so much to find here. There's so much to travel through, and it's fun. Most importantly, these stages are very well designed. Near flawless work. That was a nice stage. And again, if you wanna one-up, there we go. We can practice our wire skills. I said. There we go. I'm gonna show you a neat trick with the wire adapter against Cossack later on. But here we have the square machine, which is RNG based again. If he has the fastest speed on the first turn, he's gonna do the worst RNG pattern, which slows you down, pretty much. That's the only thing. So the RNG is not gonna make you lose health or anything. That's the fastest cycle, so now you have to wait for 3 cycles here. That's the only RNG on this boss. Otherwise, the eye, when it forms, it's gonna shoot at your location like that. Shame there's no animation, it just shoots. It doesn't give any warning or anything, so again, I would animate it before it shoots. Other than that, really like the boss. The platforms are a bit glitchy though. But they went overboard with this design on the NES, so no wonder why it's a bit glitchy. So yeah, the platforms are a bit hard to land on, and they are a bit slippery, but overall I like the design. I like even with its flaws, I think it's a very nice boss design, very cool. You just don't want to die at the boss, because you'll get taken back to the halfway point of the stage. That's very rough. I think they wanted to lengthen the experience. That's why they didn't have the checkpoint at the boss. I don't mind. It's hard for me to comment on that, really. It's fine, I guess. Just some people don't like that you get thrown all the way back to the mid-boss. I mean, midpoint of the stage. I can understand how this can be frustrating. But they just wanted replay value out of this game, and I can see that. Personally, I can excuse Mega Man 4 for that decision. It's also easy to get lives and E-tanks. So Dust Crusher is the weakness. You can get as many as 5 shots in per pass. Again, the flashing, need to close my eyes for that. Very nice boss, I like it. I like both of these. Mother Rhea and Square Machine are really nice bosses. And the stages as well. gorgeous job. If only Mega Man 2 had the Wily 1. If only Mega Man 2 had every Wily stage as good as the first one on the game, it would probably be pretty close to... Nah, it still wouldn't be close to Mega Man 4. What am I saying here? I'm gonna show you a trick on the stage, but also it's an auto-scroller, isn't that kind of weird? So there's not much. So we're just gonna go through it. And this is just kind of boring, but it's a nice change of pace as well. I just never liked auto-scroller stages because you don't have that much control. Nice, turned myself just in time. That is hard to do on Mega Man 2 because the knockback is not perfected like it is in this game. If you turn your back in this game, you will get knocked in that direction, so it's very helpful. For speedrunners especially. If you just turn in time, you're probably not gonna drop down a pit if you do it correctly. It's very nice. Might as well kill this guy with the Trill Bomb. If we can not miss. And we have a couple of spines up here, which are pretty hard to deal with if you just try it with the Buster. In fact, you're just gonna have to dodge them. Not the best design there is, but the game just wants you to use the weapons because you have them now. So the ring boomerang kills them in one hit. For example, it's one of the examples here. It's just very hard to dodge it. Buster only, you can do it, but it is very tricky. Not the best idea. So let me show you the trick. Let me save here. So here's the trick with the wire adapter. Shit's gonna get weird. Well, time to get some coffee. I'll be back. Alright, here we go. Just have to press a button to land. I probably did it too late. Shit. It took me too long to make that coffee there. Basically, if you press a button, you unlatch from the wire adapter and you land back down, but you have to do it faster than I did, otherwise you'll get crushed. But basically you can skip the whole section like that. I'm just gonna showcase this here as well. You can use the skull barrier here. Very effective on this stage, in fact. You don't really have to aim at anything. Just keep it up. You can keep hitting the fire button to engage the shield back up. Very nice. You can just hug the right corner here and just go. Very nice use of skull barrier here. These platforms, love them, work well, don't glitch out too much, just don't let them go off the screen, because that way you will surely kill yourself. Everything's just fine here. Again, E-Tank Crab, one of the trickiest ones, but not too bad. For this boss you can use Dive Missile or you can use the Pharaoh Shot. I like using Pharaoh, and we can do a Moonwalk here. There we go. There's a glitch in this boss where if you beat it and land on the spikes, you will die. But there's a way to actually avoid that as well. Look at how well the Pharaoh Shot works here. Very nicely. Again, love the boss. Has two forms. The first one doesn't go around every wall, it's just up there. But the second guy will circle around the whole screen. This guy does have animation when he shoots. Kinda notches its legs up and down with the bigger shot apparently, not the smaller shots. That's kinda sad, like that. But the smaller shots he doesn't have an animation, I wonder why. Kinda hard to react to in time. But if you are not confident in your Ferro Shot skills, you can of course use the dive missile to easily kill it. But again, I can't find too much wrong with this. I just always wanted to go through the gates here, which you can't of course. At least not without glitching the game, I would presume. Very nice boss again. The only downside is the animation. Maybe I could add another attack, but that's a big maybe. It's nice like this as well, just maybe a bit too easy. Not my favorite out of these three, but certainly not a bad boss. Certainly up there with the others. Let's go check the fourth one as well here. There's really not much to discuss on these. There's a well done. I knew about this, and isn't it just great when I don't have to complain at all times? Another good looking stage. That has become apparent at this point, and the game doesn't even fill your weapons between stages. That's the correct way to do it. You can even pause your game when you have the balloon adapter going, which is nice. See if we can... Well, fucked it up there. Didn't expect to grab nothing. The game gives you enough weapon energy so you can fill every weapon up. So you can fill every weapon back up, and that's nice. That's what every game should be doing. Apparently Mega Man 4 is the one that got most things right. Mega Man 4 really is the best game on the NES of the Mega Man games, and one of the best Mega Man games there are. Drill bomb breaks the walls. Another one of these. Avid room to battle it. Now we're getting a bit crammed in. But again, very nice job, I think. So that's one enemy you can't kill with anything. I kinda wish you could kill them. Nice color schemes again, the ladders and everything's just... works out well, looks cool. The contrast between different colors is very nicely done. And that room with the bats makes you think a bit, makes you maneuver. I always expected there to be low gravity, but I guess the arrows on the foreground there tell me that that's not a thing. Again with the ups and downs. At least the section kinda gives it away there. So that's the other section. We should go check the other part as well. We have more weapon energy here if you do need it. We should probably go check the other section now. And look at how Mega Man 4 tackled with hitting your head. Even when there's a platform up there, you don't hit your head on it. It's very well done. Thoughtful process took place there. Kinda cramped. So let's go check the other parts. Wire adapter probably your best bet. It's sometimes kinda hard to land it between there, but you'll get used to it. Bam! Could have been done better in my opinion though. Wire adapter, you kinda have to launch it offset to actually make it work, so... Because it launches from your left hand, or right hand, depending where you are positioned. So it doesn't launch straight up. Kinda have to align yourself with it. Stairs. This stage is just fun. I don't know what this is. Kinda makes me think you could open it with something. Bit too profound. So here's where the parts will merge. Shell attacker should not reach that opening there. It should turn back, in fact. Might be a bit too unfair to make it reach there. And again, another dead end here with no purpose at all. Waste of space, really. There we go. Ooh, I always try to hit that. skull spawner thing. Even getting there can be a bit tricky. You can though. Really precise. So you'll probably end up wasting all of your weapon energy just getting the weapon energy. Of course, if you wanna try with the balloon adapter, it's a bit more easy. But I would just make 2 gaps here. Why just one? Makes no sense. A weapon energy grab shouldn't be that hard. So here's the trick. So we are up against COSSACK. Sadly, the wire takes 2 energy when you use it. But it's still worth knowing this. If you're at 1 health, turn your back at it. Keep doing this. COSSACK will never do anything. Ain't that fun? But now we are out of it, so we actually have to battle. COSSACK will not also move when you slide. He will not move horizontally if you just keep sliding. That's one more thing we should note. So that way you can stop him where you want. It's a very nicely coded boss. I like the things you can do with it and the manipulation you can do. So you can just fire, slide, and fire unless you miss, of course. And no animation. The guns are almost hidden, it looks like. But they are there. No animation. Again, huge problem in this game. Lack of animations. If he grabs you, deals tons of damage. Fun idea. Really like it. One of my favorite battles in the game. Just the animation should be there. But that's very fun. And once you almost kill him, the story gets revealed. My father is really... On the next episode though, we will continue with it. If you agreed on what I said, leave a like. If you disagreed, leave a dislike. I'll catch you next time as Wily wiggles his eyebrows. Have a good one.